Forget Pablo Escobar. Forget El Chapo. This man, Frank Lucas, ran Harlem's heroin empire in the 1970s, made $1 million a day, and took down the Italian Mafia's stranglehold on the drug trade, all while dressed in a fur coat worth more than your house. But how did a man from rural North Carolina outsmart the most dangerous crime families in America? And why did he end up helping the very police who once hunted him down? This is the untold story of the real American gangster. Frank Lucas was born in 1930 in LaGrange, North Carolina, dirt poor and raised in the Jim Crow South. As a young black man in the segregated South, he learned early the system wasn't built for people like him. After watching his 12-year-old cousin murdered by the Ku Klux Klan for looking the wrong way at a white woman, Frank ran away to Harlem, vowing never to be powerless again. In Harlem, Frank started small, gangster Bumpy Johnson. But Frank was a student of power, and when Bumpy died in 1968, Frank didn't just take over the empire, he revolutionized it. Frank saw a broken supply chain. The Italian mob controlled the heroin game, but they were bloated with middlemen. Frank cut them out entirely. Frank Lucas flew to Southeast Asia himself, to the jungles of Thailand. There, he made a direct deal with a heroin producer in the Golden Triangle. The price? A fraction of what the Mafia paid, but the real twist? He smuggled the heroin back in U.S. military planes, hidden in false bottom coffins of American soldiers. Frank bribed Army personnel, customs agents, and airport officials. The system wasn't broken, it was bought. Back in Harlem, Frank's product was pure, 98% heroin. He called it Blue Magic and sold it cheaper than anyone else. Addicts knew it by name, with no middlemen and total control. Frank made up to $1 million a day. He bought mansions, a fleet of cars, and even pet lions. But his biggest flex? That $125,000 chinchilla coat and matching hat. But flashy doesn't last long in the drug world. That fur coat, it drew too much attention. On the day he wore it to a Muhammad Ali fight, Frank caught the eye of a relentless DEA agent, Richie Roberts. The FBI, DEA, and NYPD launched a massive investigation. In 1975, Frank's empire came crashing down when police raided his mansion and found over $500,000 in cash. Facing 70 years in prison, Frank made a decision no one saw coming. He flipped. Frank testified against crooked cops, rival dealers, even his own people. Over 100 corrupt officers were arrested because of his cooperation. He wasn't just a drug kingpin. He exposed the dirty underbelly of the justice system. Frank Lucas served just 5 years before entering witness protection. Later in life, he tried to go straight, speaking at schools and denouncing the drug trade. In 2007, his life was immortalized in American Gangster, starring Denzel Washington. But the real story? Even crazier than the movie. From dirt roads to silk suits, from jungles to courtrooms, Frank Lucas didn't just break the rules, he rewrote them. But at what cost? He once smuggled heroin in the coffins of fallen U.S. soldiers, and later helped put the people who let it happen behind bars. Frank Lucas wasn't just a gangster. He was the ghost in America's war machine. If you want more insane true crime stories like this, hit that subscribe button and let us know in the comments. Was Frank Lucas a genius or just another villain in a tailored suit?